guys! So, I read this book. It took me like a year. I had trouble reading this book. And a lot of people had to read this in like high school and stuff, and I don't know how you did it. I honestly don't. Like on a deadline and a time limit, there was just no way that I would have been able to get this done. So apparently it took me from August 13th until February 18th. So September, October, November, December, January, February, that's 6 months. It took me half a year to read this book. That is how much I struggled with it. It's a classic by George Orwell, and I loved Animal Farm, but I don't know why I struggled so hard with this book. I just couldn't. I was upset with everybody, all the characters, main characters, secondary characters. I just was not happy with anybody's life choices. Like, I started out liking the basic setup. Basic premise is that it's 1984, and we have these specific technologies because, you know, specific events didn't or did occur in the past, and things have changed. They're pretty much, everybody in the society, it's like a communist society, essentially. This country is run by, like, this one big dictator. No one knows anything about him, you can't talk to him, you can't, like, send him a letter, you can't interact with him in any way. The party takes care of all of the correspondence. The largest thing that they do, that's active in the book, is that they change history. So, you know, say there's somebody had a speech, and they were like, well, within the next 6 months, you know, rubber prices will increase, whatever. And then as things happen, rubber prices don't increase, and in fact they decrease. They will actually go through and change every single instance where this guy said that and make him say rubber prices will decrease. So they're actually lying to everyone and changing all of history to get things tweaked a certain way. Absolutely, like, it's desecration of books, and I can't. It messes with me. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. And the main character happens to do that for a living, and it's just about this guy coming to the understanding that, you know, what is happening is wrong, and he does his little bit to change things. He ends up dating this girl, and all of your partners are dictated by some really bad dating processor. So he starts dating this girl in secret, and things culminate, and they have to, like, hide everything that they do. The TVs don't turn off. They have little webcams on them, so they can witness your behavior. You can't turn your TV off. You have to listen to the message constantly. You know, there's cameras everywhere, there's spies everywhere, so you have to be, like, really cautious about what you say. Like, even if you are a party sympathizer, even though in your heart of hearts you believe that what is happening is true and right, the possibility of you saying something and getting yourself in trouble is, like, crazy high. And it's just obnoxious. Like, I don't pay attention. I barely filter out potty language at work, in a professional setting, near small children. I can't control what I say about my political views at work sometimes, especially for this election. If it happens up here, it comes out down here. Yeah. So, I could not live in this society very successfully. I would have been arrested a very long time ago. I also couldn't live in a world where I couldn't turn off my TV. Like, I watch Netflix constantly. There's always background noise. And so are the kittens. Little baby kittens are background noise too, aren't you? But I couldn't live somewhere where I couldn't turn that off. Like, even to sleep. I gave it a 3 out of 5 because it had good points, but I really don't want to read it again. Like, I'm gonna keep it because it's 1984, but I'm not gonna read it again. I'm not gonna putting more effort into this book. I didn't dislike it, and I didn't like it. That's kind of where I'm at with it. The writing style was really hard. There are some really long sentences and paragraphs that are like entire pages. Like this one right here in the first couple sections. This is one paragraph. And I need a couple more breaks just for my mind to kind of keep up with what's going on. Like, this was a little bit too much. Yeah, so I struggled with that pretty hard. I would read on my breaks at work, and it was just, I had to reread sections because my mind could not wrap around the content. It was just very hard to understand, and very hard to understand the society and how things got that way. It's a dystopian novel. It's supposed to be, very enlightening, and there were a few things that opened my mind to specific political things, but it wasn't my cup of tea. Like, the satire was not the kind of satire that I needed in my life. The kind of satire that I do is like A Modest Proposal, where we talk about eating babies. People don't have pets there. It's pretty awful. Like, it was a really bad society. Anyway, so I think I've talked enough about my problems with it. It just was not my favorite, and I really couldn't get through it. That's pretty much it. Like, I'm getting exhausted just thinking about this book, and I want to go take a nap. Yeah, I put a box down here so that they'd play in the box and not on me, and look how well that worked out. I'm covered in cat fur. I'm wearing this shirt for 30 minutes. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. It was decent, but it wasn't my favorite. Thank you for watching. I have links down below, all that good junk. Alright, and I will see you guys again later with another video. Hopefully it will be much more educational than this one.